Hey guys! Bringing to you live the wrestling duel between West Valley Eagles and the Lewis and Clark Tigers is Lily Elam and
Esther Killinger.
We are seniors at West Valley High School, and I wrestle here too. We'll be starting at 170 pounds with Bridger Cloninger, a freshman from Lewis and Clark, and Jake Spinks Vasquez, a sophomore from the West Valley Eagles. Doing the corn flip, Lewis and Clark gets them a choice. They finished the coin flip. LC had choice, they're red, and they chose even matches. The teams are getting ready to wrestle, probably starting in around 10 minutes. Just kidding, they're starting right now. Starting off with just circling and hand fighting. Haven't seen any action yet. We've got a single leg by Jake Spinks Vasquez. He's finished it. 2 takedown for the West Valley Eagles. Jake Spinks Vasquez is continuing to work him on top, trying to keep him down. We've got a slam from Jake. Jake is trying to run the half. He's running it over, trying to get his points. We've got a pin for the West Valley Eagles. Let's go West Valley. Up next, we got 182, Logan Jacobson, sophomore from the Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Dylan Hewitt, sophomore for the West Valley Eagles. West Valley is going to be green this duel. Starting off tough with a double off to a single by Dylan Hewitt. Got 2-point takedown for the Eagles. Dylan put in the armbar, lost it. Logan from LC is working a stand-up, trying to get that single. Dylan's fighting hard, won't let him take him down. Got one escape for Logan Jacobson from LC. Dylan Hewitt shooting a double. 2 takedown for the Eagles. Score is currently 6 for the Eagles and 0 for LC. Still hand fighting, no action yet after the stand-up from Logan from LC. Got a couple fakes from Dylan Hewitt, and now a shot. He's doubling off. Come on, yep. Takedown for the Eagles. Dylan's working the ball and chain, trying to get a cradle with that crossface. Switches off to the bar, but doesn't have enough time. We're in the second period now. Score is 6 Eagles, 2 LC. LC starting on bottom with Dylan Hewitt on top. Dylan working the crash, getting an armbar in. He loses it, but he's still trying to break him down. Dylan is now trying to work a lace ride, but he gets out. One escape for LC. Logan from LC shot a double, singled off, out of bounds. We got a minute and 34 seconds left in the second period. Score is 6-3. Hopefully Dylan can keep this lead for the rest of the match. Two takedown for Dylan Hewitt. He's working the reverse half, trying to get his pin. Doesn't quite work out, but he's still riding tough on top. Working his breakdowns. He lets him up. One escape for Logan Jacobson of LC. They're gonna scramble. Nobody's gotten a takedown yet, but Dylan's working a really tough single. Two takedown for the Eagles. Score is now 12-4. Dylan lets him up. One escape for Logan Jacobson, leaving the score at 12-5. 3 seconds left in the second period. Starting the third period with Dylan Hewitt from West Valley on bottom, LC on top. Dylan's working the escape, but LC's got his leg. Out of bounds. Starting back with Dylan on bottom, Logan on top. Locking hands. Technical violation of 1 point to green. Score is now 13-5, minute and 40 seconds left in the third period. Got got a stand up from Dylan Hewitt. Now he's working to break that lock. Logan is trying to get a leg in. Logan's working the slam, but Dylan's got his leg out of bounds. Starting again, Dylan Hewitt on bottom, Logan Jacobson on top. Minute and 23 seconds left in the third period. The score is 13-5. Tough crash from Logan. Dylan's building his base, working on standing up. He's got Logan's leg. We've got a 2 reversal for the Eagles. Dylan cuts him, 1 escape for LC. Score is now 15-6, 40 seconds left in the third period. Eagles up. Got a single leg from LC. Dylan's fighting hard, he breaks the lock, and we're back standing. Got a double from Dylan Hewitt. A little bit of a scramble. Ends up with Dylan on top. 2-point takedown for West Valley. Looking pretty tired out here on the mat. This is a long match. Starting off with Logan Jacobson on bottom, Dylan Hewitt, West Valley on top. 10 seconds left in the third period. Match is almost over. Got Dylan favored to win, 17-6. 3, 2, 1. Match is over. Win for Dylan Hewitt from West Valley at 182 pounds. Let's go, Dylan. Next up at 195 pounds, we've got Cade Parvin, sophomore from Lewis and Clark, and Jacob Geiger, junior at West Valley. Got Cade Parvin out on the mat, just waiting for Jacob Geiger to finish checking in. Jacob's relatively new at wrestling, but he's a tough opponent. Got some tough hand fighting. A takedown for Cade Parvin from LC. Jacob Geiger building up his base, trying to work that stand up. Cade's pretty tough on top, but Cade Parvin just working on top, blocking hands by Cade Parvin. Technical violation, +1 green, penalty 2 red. Starting off, 1:22 left in the first period. We've got Jacob Geiger on bottom, Cade Parvin on top. Tough stand up from Jacob Geiger. He's out. 1 escape. Jacob almost got a takedown, but unfortunately they were out of bounds. Let's see if we can do it again. Why is he? off with Logan Jacobson on bottom, Jacob Geiger on top. Got a tough stand-up from Cade, and he's out. One escape. Tough hand fighting from both opponents. Cade's got a single. Jacob takes him down. 2 takedown for the West Valley Eagles. Jacob's working tough on top, trying to get a wrist. About 2 seconds left, and the first period is over. Score, we've got 6-3. Eagles up. Red defer. Red chooses down. Got a tough ride from Jacob Geiger. Stand up from Cade, and he's out. 1 escape for Cade Carbon from Lewis and Clark Tigers. Got a single leg from Jacob. He takes him down, but can't quite get his points quite yet. 2 takedowns with Jacob Geiger. He's working the reverse half, trying to get his near fall points and possibly a pin. Got a pin for Jacob Geiger, 111 in the second period at 195 pounds. Let's go Eagles. Next up, we've got 220 pounds, a forfeit for Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Logan Crosby for the West Valley Eagles. Here comes Logan to check in, then he'll go up and take his forfeit. Easiest match ever, wouldn't you think? Next up at 285 pounds, we've got Erwin Moreno for the Lewis and Clark Tigers and Christian Moreau for the West Valley Eagles. Grades are good. Christian out on the mat. Christian is a junior at West Valley. Tough hand fighting on both sides. Not much action yet, just waiting for the first takedown. Christian working the snap down. Got Erwin bellied out, but then he managed to grab a leg. Now Christian's sprawling. Got a 2 takedown for Erwin Moreno of Lewis and Clark Tigers.
What's going on? How do you like those boards? Did you order some magnets? Some more magnets? Oh, okay, good. I'll talk to them.
There's a sizable weight difference between these two wrestlers, having Christian weighed in at around 200 pounds. Erwin's got a tough ride on top. Christian's trying to work his stand-up, leaning back into him. We've got locking hands on red, 1 point green. That leaves the score at 2-1 LC up. Christian's got a leg. He's working his stand-ups. We're trying to get that one escape. Christian does a hip heist. He's working his stand-ups. He's got a single. He really needs to get his one. Christian starting again on bottom, 11 seconds left in the first period. Let's hope he can get his 1 point before it's over. That would leave the scores tied. Oop. Erwin takes off pressure. Christian gets a 2 reversal for West Valley with only 2 seconds left in the first period. All right, we're starting off the second period. 3-2, Eagles up. Green chooses down, meaning Erwin is on top, Christian on bottom. Christian working his stand up. Trying to get out from under Erwin and get his 1 point. Erwin's got a tough ride on top, working the half. Christian's strong though. He should be able to work his stand up, build his base, and get out of there. Christian still trying to work up to his base. Erwin tough on top with the half. Erwin, technical violation, full Nelson, 1 point Christian. That leaves the score at 4-2 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the second period. Some injury time for Erwin Moreno from Lewis and Clark. quite sure what's wrong, but he looks all right to get back on the mat and finish his match. Oh. Christian starting off on bottom, 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the second period. 4-2 with Christian up. Let's hope Christian can get his stand up. Christian trying to work a sit out, but Irwin's pretty tough on top. Irwin trying to work the half with a wrist. Christian is fighting it, trying to get his stand up. They both look very tired. It's a very short season, so we're seeing a lot of out-of-shape wrestlers this year. It's definitely been a struggle to get on the mat and get ready to practice. Irwin locking up a cradle. Christian's trying to roll out of it. Got a pretty tight hold. Hoping Christian back on top. Hopefully he can get his arms out and get his 2 points. Got to get his hips behind. Christian's got a lock on Roman Moreno. 2-point reversal for Christian Moreau, leaving the score 6-2, Eagles up. Starting on top for the third period. Score is 6-2 Eagles. Christian is working his base and trying to get that stand up. Got Roman Moreno on the head draw, really pushing on his head, making it hard for Christian to stand up. Christian's got the leg, 2 reversal for West Valley. Christian's working his pinning combination. I think Irwin's tired. I'm seeing an end to this match in the near future. Pin for Christian Moreau, West Valley, 1:13 in the third period. 60 pounds down, and he pins him. We are very proud of Christian. Next up is Erilyn Preston, 106 pounds from the LC Tigers, and Bryson Palmer from West Valley. Takedown from Bryson and a half. He's working it. a pinning combination from Bryson. Erlen's trying to bridge, but he's tough on. We've got a pin for Bryson Palmer of the West Valley Eagles at 1:26 in the first period. West Valley is doing very well this duel. Next up, at 113 pounds, we have Victor Kleinmana and a forfeit from West Valley. Next up, at 120 pounds, we have Griffith Lyman, sophomore from the Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Isaiah Wilson, freshman from the West Valley Eagles. Sorry, my bad. Match hasn't quite started yet. They're shaking hands. Right off the bat, we've got some tough hand fighting from both players. Got some fake shots from Lewis and Clark. Both wrestlers are fighting hard. Got Griffith and Isaiah working the single, but they both lose it. Got some tough hand fighting going on. Not a lot of action quite yet. This looks like a pretty evenly matched. Isaiah Wilson from behind, got a slam on Griffith Lyman. Got 2-point takedown for Isaiah. Got a minute left in the first period. Isaiah is working that half, really driving him over. We've got a pin for Isaiah Wilson of West Valley at 49 seconds in the first period. Leaving the team score 40 Eagles, 6 Lewis and Clark. Next up, at 126 pounds, we've got Eddie Martinez, an 11th grader from the Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Logan Perkins UTEC, a 9th grader from the West Valley Eagles. Logan has been a part of the Little Eagles Wrestling Club, run by West Valley's coach Jeff Hensley ever since he was young. Got some tough hand fighting from both Logan and Eddie. Logan shot a double, Eddie's sprawling hard. Logan's driving into him. Good work from both wrestlers. Got a tough scramble. Logan ending up on top. 2 takedown for West Valley. Logan's working a pinning combination. Got that tight waist. Really working the tilt, trying to get Eddie over. Both wrestlers working very hard. Logan's got a tough ride on top, trying to get that half in. Eddie builds his base. Logan tough on top, out of bounds. We're moving back to the middle with Eddie Martinez on bottom and Logan Perkins on top. Got a minute left in the first period. Score is 2-0. Eagles up. Eddie is set. Logan covering. And we're wrestling. Logan with a tough ride on top. really working it. Eddie fighting to get his base and try and stand up to get his win. Logan's got a 2-on-1. Really pushing Eddie towards the mat. He switches to a half and he's driving over. We got a pin for the West Valley Eagles. 25 seconds left in the first period, changing our team score to 46 Eagles, guest 6. Next up, at 132 pounds, we have Bennett Hendrickson, sophomore for the Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Tyson Logan, freshman for the West Valley Eagles. Tyson was also a part of the West Valley Little Eagles Wrestling Club, run by our head coach. In fact, I used to coach him when he was in middle school. Right off the whistle, we've got a lot of movement from both wrestlers. Tyson working his snaps and his shots. We've got Tyson with a double leg. Switched off to a single, he's driving. Got Tyson with the takedown. Got Bennett on his back. Tyson wrestling really tough on top, driving into him. 3-point near fall for Tyson Logan of West Valley. Out of bounds, moving back to the middle with Tyson Logan on top, Bennett Hendrickson on bottom. 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the first period. Got a tough ride from Tyson. Bennett is really trying to keep his base. Oh, almost a reversal for Bennett, but unfortunately it didn't work. We got Tyson tough on top, working his pinning combination. He's got the reverse half. We got a pin for Tyson Logan from the West Valley Eagles with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first period, making our team score 52-6. West Valley Eagles on top. With all of these wrestlers coming in from the West Valley Little Eagles Club program, we have a very strong team this year, and it's only going to get better. Next up, we have Luke Mcconnell at 138 pounds from LC and a forfeit for West Valley. Automatic win for Luke McConnell, changing our team score to 52-12. Eagles 40 up. After this, we've got 145 pounds, Caleb Fromhertz, sophomore from the Lewis and Clark Tigers, Kyler Warren, junior from the West Valley Eagles. Very strong wrestlers. Can always be counted on to have a very good match. Right off the whistle, we've got some tough hand fighting. Kyler working his ties. Kyler's trying to work the underhook. Kyler shoots an ankle pick. We're in a scramble position here. Kyler has the advantage. Kyler working his 2 takedown. Kyler Warren from West Valley Eagles. Kyler's working his pinning combinations, trying to get some near fall points or even a pin.
Near fall, Bobby? Bobby. 2-point near fall, too.
Kyler with a tough ride on top. Caleb is hanging on, trying to keep to his stomach and not get turned over.
How you going, Joe?
Tyler working it on top, trying to get his near fall points. Tyler has a very tough ride. We've got 2 seconds left. First period is over. We're starting the second period with green choice. The third, red chooses top. Score is 4-0. Eagles up. Tyler starting on bottom, trying to work his stand up and get his 1 point. Tyler gets his 1. Score is now 5-0. Eagles up. Tyler working the high crotch. 2 takedown for Kyler Warren of West Valley. Tyler working the leg ride to try and get some near fall points. He loses the leg ride and works a half instead. Getting very close to a pin here, but Caleb is still fighting. Got a pin for the West Valley Eagles. 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the second period. Pin for Kyler Warren. Changing our team score to 58-12 Eagles. Next up, we have 152 pounds, Christian Varolo from the Lewis and Clark Tigers, and Tyson Ramsey from the Eagles. Both of these wrestlers are juniors at their respective schools. Actually, that was incorrect. Tyson is a freshman at West Valley. Tyson is also a part of our West Valley Little Eagles program, which, as you can see, is turning out some very fine wrestlers. Tyson in with the shot, doesn't quite finish. Got some hand fighting going on. Very tough wrestlers on both sides. We've got Christian working his headlock, trying to snap Tyson down. Tyson is still fighting. Gotta watch out for that ankle pick. Christian lets go of the head. They're hand fighting, waiting for Tyson to make a move. Got some tough underhooks from Tyson Ramsey. We got a snap down, head drop. Tyson working the near side cradle, doesn't quite get it. Tyson gets a 2 takedown for the West Valley Eagles, leaving the score at 2-0 Eagles with 42 seconds left in the first period. Tyson working for that arm bar. Christian fighting hard from the bottom, doing his best. Tyson with the tough ride on top, trying to roll that wrist so he can get in an arm bar. Switches to the half. Still rolling that wrist, working for that bar. That is Tyson's specialty. Christian doing a good job fighting on bottom. Time is up. Moving into the second period with 2 points for the Eagles, 0 points for Lewis and Clark.
The reversal there, too, Bobby?
Blood time for Lewis and Clark. Got a cut. Blood time is ending. Getting that cut wrapped up, and we'll get back to wrestling. Red choice, red defers. Waiting to see what green choice is. Green chooses down, hoping to get that 1 point stand up. Tyson, tough on the sit out, then a stand up. He's trying to break that lock and get his 1 point. Christian, tough on top, drives him back down to his belly. Tyson's building up his base, really working hard. Christian with a tough ride on top. Christian gets the butcher, he's trying to run it, but Tyson will not let him. Christian trying to lock up the cradle, Tyson fighting hard. Got Tyson. No pressure on bottom, he needs to stand up right now. There we go. Got a 2 reversal for Tyson Ramsey of West Valley. Tyson with a tough ride on top, working that crash. Trying to get a 2-on-1 and work Christian down. Christian trying to work that stand up. Both wrestlers are very obviously tired this late in the match. Got 46 seconds left in the second period. Score is 4-0 currently. West Valley Eagles up. Tyson is continuing to try and roll his wrists and get that arm bar. Tyson's got the arm bar in. We'll see if he can drive him down and run it. Tyson working hard on top, running that arm bar, really working him down, trying to get his back points. Out of bounds, starting with 1 second left in the second period.
No.
Christian from LC on bottom. Tyson Ramsey on top. Tyson works for a tilt, but he's only got 1 second. Starting the third period, score 6-0. Eagles up. Red chooses down. Right off the whistle, we've got a stand-up from Christian Varolo. Tyson slams him back down, working very hard on top, trying to regain that bar. He's got his hand behind his back, he locks in the bar, and he's running it. Christian looking tired, really working though, trying to get those near fall points. Tyson looking for a pin. Both wrestlers are stagnant at the moment. But Christian is working, trying not to get pinned, even though he is in quite a precarious position. Tyson really trying to apply pressure and get Christian's other shoulder down, lifting the head, but it just doesn't look possible from this position. Although we've got a pin for Tyson Ramsey of West Valley. 53 seconds left in the third period, making our team score 64-12, Eagles up. tough match for Tyson. Proud of the win. Next up, we have Quincy Metcalf, senior,
Quincy Metcalf.
and Ethan Carroll, junior, for the West Valley Eagles. Got a very lively match on the other mat. However, we're just getting started over here. Right off the whistle, we've got some hand fighting. We've got Ethan Carroll with the head draw. A very tough snap down, and Ethan has got a 2 takedown. West Valley is now 2 points up. Ethan, very tough on top, working his combinations.
Mike, we'll go 5 minutes for the refs have a break.
Quincy working hard to keep his base and not get turned over. Ethan trying to get a half or a wrist. Really anything he can do to get Quincy over. Quincy is tough on bottom, but Ethan is tough on top. Ethan's got his arm, Quincy's on his back, he's fighting, trying not to get both shoulders on the mat, but Ethan just will not let that happen. Got Ethan tough on top. We've got a pin for Ethan Carroll of West Valley at 160 pounds. Finishing off our team score at 70 Eagles, 12 LC. Very strong performance for the Eagles. We are very proud of them, especially with how young our team is this year. However, all of this is sure to be attributed to the West Valley Little Eagles Wrestling Club program.
No, I was just going to tell you what, you have to turn it off.
Hey everybody, it's Lily Elam back with the duel between the University Titans and the West Valley Eagles. U High has choice and they choose odd numbered matches. We're starting off with 182 pounds this time. Dylan Hewitt from West Valley and Connor Larson from the University. Dylan is a sophomore and Connor is a senior. Good luck to both wrestlers. I'm sure it will be a tough match. University is going to be red and Dub B is going to be green for this duel. Starting off with some strong hand fighting. Not a lot of circling going on quite yet. Connor's got Dylan in a tough block with two underhook. Connor with the takedown for the University Titans. 2 points. Eagles down. Connor working a tilt. Dylan really fighting to get out of it. We've got 2 near fall points for the University Titans, leaving the score 4-0, Eagles down with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the first period. Dylan on bottom, Connor on top. Dylan really trying to keep his base. Connor unfortunately turning him over. Dylan is fighting from his back. Pin for Connor Larson of the University Titans with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the first period. Tough break for the Eagles. Next up is 195 pounds with Jacob Geiger from West Valley and a forfeit for the University Titans. After that, we're going to be at 220 pounds with Bryce Pillinghusen from the University Titans and Logan Crosby from the West Valley Eagles. Jacob is going up to take his forfeit. That's an automatic win for the West Valley Eagles. Evening out our team scores to 6-6. Alright, right now we've got a change. We have Taylor from University High School and Logan Crosby for the West Valley Eagles. Last time Logan took a forfeit, so this is going to be his first match this evening. Right off the whistle, we've got some tough hand fighting from both Taylor and Logan. Logan is a tough wrestler for the Eagles. Both wrestlers working the ties. Taylor from University falls over, manages to recover himself, and we're back to hand fighting. We've got a takedown for Taylor from University High School. Unfortunately, that leaves 2 for University and 0 for the Eagles. Logan's got a leg. Let's hope he can make up those points. Got a tough ride from Taylor. Logan really fighting to stay off his back. We've got Logan stuck on his back. Taylor with a leg and Logan's head. Logan is really fighting, trying to get back to his stomach so he can work his stand up. Logan fighting. Taylor really tough on top, just working his pins. We've got a pin for Taylor from the University Titans, changing our team score to 12 for the Titans, 6 for the Eagles. The pin was at 31 seconds left in the first period. Tough match for the Eagles, but let's hope they can recover on the next one. Next up, we've got Christian Moreau and Nathan Boldazar at 285 pounds. Christian is a wrestler for West Valley. Actually, we're going to have Bryce Swim from West Valley and Nathan Boldazar from the University Titans. Bryce is a newer wrestler at West Valley, but he is tough. Off the whistle, we've got some ties. We've got a tough headlock from Nathan, really trying to work Bryce to his knees.
Bryce! Come on, Bryce!
Bryce is fighting, staying on his feet, and they're locked up. We've got a tough snap from Nathan Boldazar, and a takedown for the University Titans, leaving our score at 2-0, Titans up. Bryce is on his back, fighting, trying to belly out. Nathan is tough on top. Bryce is really fighting. We've got a minute and 15 seconds left in the first period. Really need Bryce to get out to his stomach and off his back. We've got a pin for Nathan Boldazar from the University Titans, a senior. Moving our team score to 18-6, Titans up. Next up, we have 106 pounds, Cole Hewitt from the University Titans, and Bryson Palmer for the West Valley Eagles.
Is his name Cole? Is it Cole? Yeah, it's Cole. Let's go Cole. Close enough.
Right off the whistle, got a lot of motion from both wrestlers, really working their ties. Bryson Palmer is one of our former Little Eagles and a very tough new wrestler for West Valley. Got Bryson Palmer trying to work his snaps, can't quite get it. Bryson shoots a single. Gets his 2 takedown for West Valley, leaving West Valley 2 up with a minute and 23 seconds left in the first period. Got Bryson with a 2-on-1, trying to get that out of bounds. We're moving back to the middle with Cole Hewland on bottom and Bryson Palmer on top with a minute and 13 seconds left in the first period. We have Bryson with a tough crash, getting in that arm bar, really passing him and working to drive him over. Bryson still with the half, working to drive Cole over. Cole fighting hard from his stomach, not allowing Bryson to turn him to his back. Got a lot of pressure on top from Bryson. Cole breaks out of that armbar and gets a stand up. Bryson working hard to get Cole over. He's locking in a near side cradle. Bryson really working that. Cole gets a leg and gets a true reversal for the Titans. Bryson really working from his base, hand fighting, trying to get his stand up. We have only 7 seconds left in the first period. Score is tied 2-2. First period is over. Moving on to the second with the score being 2-2, Eagles and Titans tied. Team score is sitting at 6-18, hoping to get the Eagles back up. Starting off in neutral position, we've got some hand fighting from both Bryson and Cole, looking for some shots. We've got a lot of motion from both wrestlers, both fighting hard. Got a single doubled off from Bryson Palmer, getting his 2 takedown for the West Valley Eagles, changing our score to 4-2. Eagles up with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second period. Bryson really working that tight waist and trying to get a leg right in. Doesn't work out, so he's working on getting an arm bar. Out of bounds, we're moving back to the middle with Cole Hewett on top and Bryson Palmer on top. Cole Hewett on bottom. Oops. Anyways. Right off the whistle, we've got a tough crash from Bryson Palmer. Cole is really fighting from his stomach, trying to build his base. Bryson is sinking in that arm bar. Bryson is being really tough on top, trying to work. He's got a half. But Cole is really fighting him. Cole is a tough wrestler on bottom, as is Bryson on top. They are a very evenly matched pair. Bryson with a half and a wrist, really working to get Cole over. Cole fighting, trying to stay on his stomach and build his base. Bryson with a tough crash. Not a lot of movement on bottom here. Cole trying to build his base, but Bryson is just too tough. We've got 2 seconds left in the second period. Now we're done. Score is 4-2. West Valley Eagles up, starting the third period. Green starting down with Cole Hewett from the University Titans on top. Score is 4-2. Starting off the third period, we have a tough crash from Cole. Bryson really trying to work his stand-up, hand fighting, trying to get his one. Bryson's got a leg. And he's really trying to work either a stand-up or a reversal. Bryson gets a reversal for the West Valley Eagles. That makes it 6-2, Eagles up. Both wrestlers are looking very tired this late in the match. We've got 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the third period. Bryson favored to win with his score majority. Starting off, we've got a crash from Bryson Palmer, really trying to work that same arm bar. Both wrestlers are giving it all they've got. Got 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the third period. Bryson really working in that half, trying to turn Cole over. Cole is fighting it, looking away, will not let Bryson pin him. Bryson's got a deep half in and a wrist. He is working on turning Cole over, but Cole just won't quit. Not quite yet getting near fall points because we haven't turned him over more than 90 degrees. Releases the half, moving on to just putting a lot of pressure on top, trying to work that half again. Cole is fighting on bottom. Not a ton of motion, but both wrestlers are working very hard. Got 16 seconds left in the third period. Score is still 6-2, Eagles up. Got short time, 6 seconds left. Match is almost over. We've got a major decision for Bryson Palmer. Eagles with the win. Changing our team score to 10-18. Just had a forfeit at 113 pounds for Logan Kennedy from the University Titans. Next up, at 120 pounds, is Joey Williamson, sophomore for the University Titans, and Isaiah Wilson, freshman for the West Valley Eagles. Team score is sitting at 24-9, University Titans up, hoping Isaiah can help to even out this score. Got tough hand fighting from both wrestlers. Isaiah tries to shoot his shot, but got a minute and 40 seconds left in the first period. Both wrestlers are fighting hard. We have not had a takedown yet. We've got a single leg from Joey Williamson, ending in a true takedown for the University Titans. Isaiah is fighting hard on bottom, but Joey is very tough on top. Joey searching for the butcher, trying to turn Isaiah over. Isaiah fighting hard, circling away. Isaiah rolling off his back. Joey is still very tough on top, working for that butcher again. Isaiah is circling up and getting to his base. Looking for a stand-up from Isaiah of West Valley. Score is 2-0 still, with 20 seconds left in the first period. Joey is working again, trying to turn Isaiah over. Isaiah is working hard. We've got only 6 seconds left in the period, hoping he can tough this out. First period is over. We've got 3 near fall points for Joey Williamson from the University Titans. Tough coaching from the University Titans, hoping to secure Joey the win. Tough hand fighting off the whistle. Both working to get their ties and shoot a shot. About a minute and 43 seconds left in the second period. Got a takedown for Joey Williamson of the University Titans. Isaiah is stuck on his back, fighting over to his stomach. Joey gets a tough half in and is really trying to turn him over. Loses the half. Working hard. We've got a pin for Joey Williamson at 120 pounds for the University Titans. Changing our team score to 39 Titans up. Next up at 126 pounds, we have Tyler Walker, 11th grader for the University Titans, and Logan Perkins UTEP, a freshman for the West Valley Eagles. Lots of motion, tough hand fighting off the whistle. Logan shoots a single, really trying to keep hold of that. Tyler is fighting hard, has Logan's ankle, really getting in that whizzer. Logan is working hard, lost the lock on the leg, but he still has a hand on. Tyler, very tough. Tyler secures a 2 takedown for the University Titans, trying to lock up a cradle, but Logan is working hard. Logan building up to his base, Tyler with the ankle trying to break him back down or lock up that cradle. Logan working hard for his stand-up, really trying to get out and get his 1. Got Logan up, Tyler singles off, trying to get Logan back down. Tyler succeeds, but Logan gets a leg, is really fighting to get out from bottom. Tyler is tough on top and just will not let that happen. Both wrestlers are working very hard. The score is currently 2-0, University Titans up with 21 seconds left in the first period. Team score is currently 39, University Titans up. We've got Logan starting on bottom after an out of bounds call. Off the whistle, we have some tough ride on top from Tyler. Logan working hard to avoid the tilt and not get any near fall points. We have 5 seconds left in the first period. Tyler is still on top, working an armbar. First period is over. Score is 2-0, University Titans up. Team score is the same. University Titans choose down, meaning that Logan is on top. Off the whistle, we have a tough stand-up from Tyler of the University Titans and a slam for Logan Perkins. Tough ride from Logan, trying to break Tyler down. Tyler is fighting hard to stay on his knees and eventually work that stand-up. Logan fighting hard on the crash, really working to keep Tyler down. Got a slam from Logan Perkins of West Valley. Logan is very tough on top, really working him down. Got a tough ride for Logan Perkins. Tough ride from Logan Perkins. Tyler is really trying to work that stand-up. Logan is keeping pressure, slamming him back down, using that tight waist and the arm. Logan just will not quit, and neither will Tyler. Tyler reaches back and grabs the head. Logan really trying to keep that hold, slams Tyler back down to the mat. Logan is still on top with 29 seconds left in the second period. Score is still 2-0 for the University Titans. Another slam from Logan Perkins. Tyler is still working that stand-up. Logan just will not let that happen. We have 9 seconds left in the second period. Score is still 2-0. Logan really working to get some points. Got 4 seconds left in the second period. Score is still 2-0. Team score is 39. Logan is really working to get some points on top to even out that score. Second period is over. Moving on to the third. It is 2-0 for the University Titans. Team score is 39. Logan chooses bottom, meaning Tyler is on top. Really hoping to get that one escape to hopefully even out these scores. Got a tough ride from Tyler of University. Logan is really trying to keep his base and work his stand-ups. Logan is building up. Tyler is working the near side cradle, but Logan will not let that happen. Logan has got a single. One escape for Logan of West Valley Eagles. We've got a 2 takedown for Tyler Walker from the University Titans, making the score 4-1 with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the third period. Time is getting short for Logan to even up these scores. He had better start working. Out of bounds, starting with Logan on bottom, Tyler on top. Logan really trying to work that stand-up so he can get his point. Tyler working hard on top. Logan getting to a scramble, grabbing Tyler's ankle, really trying to get that reversal. Logan is doing everything he can to get his points. In a very weird scramble position at this moment. Not quite sure which wrestler is going to end up on top. Logan is really trying to get any points he can with 30 seconds left in the period. He is 3 down. Score is 4-1. Got 20 seconds left in the period. Logan really needs to keep working. As we can tell, the parents from both teams are very riled up with this close match. We've got the match is over with an almost reversal from Logan Perkins, but a win for the University Titans, Tyler Walker, making our team score 33-9. Next up, at 132 pounds, we have Tyson Mogan, freshman for the West Valley Eagles, and Daniel Guzman, a senior for the University Titans.
Are you got a new bout going? Who won that one already?
Not East Valley, not West Valley.
Was it a pin?
No, it was
Decision?
minor decision.
Thank you.
Or whatever you call it.
Off the whistle with some circling. Both wrestlers working to their ties. We have Tyson Mogan with a single, putting Daniel Guzman on his back. Guzman rolls to his stomach. Tyson is working that cradle, locking that in, really trying to get this match over quick. Got a minute and 30 seconds left in the first period. Score is 2-0 for the Eagles. Team score is sitting at 33-9. We've got a stalemate from the ref. Back to the center with Daniel Guzman from the University Titans on bottom, Tyson Ramsey, Tyson Logan from the West Valley Eagles on top. We've got locking hands from Tyson Logan, 1 point for the University Titans. To reversal for the University Titans, leaving our score at 3-2 Eagles down. Tyson is working hard, trying to keep his base. Daniel has got a leg in, really putting a lot of pressure on top. Both wrestlers are working hard. Tyson is working back to his base. Daniel still with the leg in, trying to turn Tyson over. Tyson built his base. He is tripoding up. Daniel has 2 legs in. Tyson rolls him onto his back, then Daniel rolls Tyson back to his back. We've got locking hands. Technical violation, 1-green, making our score 3-3 with 6 seconds left in the first period. We've got blood time green, Tyson with a cut on his lip. Score is 3-3 with 6 seconds left. Team score is 33-9. Back on the mat, Tyson on bottom, Daniel on top. Tyson really looking to get up and get his 1. Off the whistle, we have a tough crash from Daniel and an attempted sit-out from Tyson. Daniel working that armbar. Unfortunately, he does not have the time because we're in the second period now. Green chooses down, leaving Daniel Guzman on top. Score is 3-3 at the beginning of the second period. Tyson tough with a stand-up. We've got a scramble. Tyson ending up on his back, really fighting not to get pinned. Daniel is working hard, trying to get Tyson's shoulders on the mat. Tyson is bridging, doing his best. Daniel with the pin for the University Titans with a minute and 37 seconds left in the second period. Team score is 39-9. Next up, at 138 pounds, we have Xavier Eglis-Sanders, a sophomore for the University Titans, and a forfeit for the West Valley Eagles. That will leave our team score at 45-9, University Titans up. Xavier goes up to accept his forfeit. And next up, at 145 pounds, we are going to have Andrew Schaefer, a senior for the University Titans, and Kyler Warren, a junior for the West Valley Eagles.
They put up 6 there, Bob. Clarkson won. Clarkson won the map. It should be.
Both wrestlers tough on the hand fighting right off the whistle. Kyler working his ties. Our University Titans wrestler also working very hard.
Yeah, that's right, Bobby.
Kyler and Xavier both working hard on their ties. Kyler with the 2-on-1, hopefully working towards the single. Xavier fighting hard against that tie, breaking out of it. We have 1 minute left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We have not seen a takedown yet. Kyler shoots a single, working hard, doubles off. He is driving in, he breaks out of it, and we are back up 0-0 with 52 seconds left. Got a takedown for Kyler Warren of West Valley, leaving the score 2-0, Eagles up. Kyler working hard on the 2-on-1 on top, trying to get Xavier down. Kyler driving hard, trying to lock up that cradle. He gets it. Xavier's fighting hard, does not want to get turned over. Kyler breaks the lock and switches off to the butcher. Not quite enough time for Xavier to get up off bottom, so we are starting with University Titans on bottom, Kyler Warren from West Valley on top. 15 seconds left in the first period. Score is 2-0, Eagles up. Tough crash from Kyler right off the whistle. Xavier working hard not to let Kyler get his wrists. Kyler tough on top with a lot of pressure. We've got time. Starting the second period, green decision, green defers, and red chooses down. Kyler Warren will be on bottom, Xavier will be on top. Kyler looking to get his one, Xavier looking for a pin. Score is still 2-0, Eagles up. Kyler with a fast stand-up off the whistle, breaking that lock and getting his one almost immediately with a shot. Kyler with a 2 takedown for the Eagles, leaving our score at 5-0 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the second period. Kyler very tough on top, working Xavier to his stomach. Team score is still 45-9. Kyler with a leg in, working Xavier to his stomach. Our University Titans wrestler is working hard, not allowing himself to be turned to his back. Kyler is working hard. Score is still 5-0, no change, Eagles up. Kyler working hard on top, Xavier toughing it out on bottom, not quite working to his base yet. Kyler's still got the leg in. Really working hard. Xavier gets to his base, Kyler breaks him down, and we're out of bounds. Moving back to the middle, we still have the University Titans on bottom, Kyler Warren on top, with 34 seconds left in the second period. Score is still 5-0, Eagles up. we have some headgear issues for Kyler Warren, getting those fixed up, and we should be able to start wrestling. Bottom is set. Kyler Warren covering on top with 34 seconds left in the second period. Score is still 5-0. Xavier tough on a sit-out. Kyler just will not let him up. Singles off and ready for takedown Xavier again. Kyler is a very strong wrestler on top.
No.
Kyler tough on top, really working him, will not let him up. He's got a tight waist. Second period is over, moving into the third with 5-0. Eagles up. Kyler starting off on top with a tough ride. Really keeping Xavier down. Xavier sits out. Kyler covers, getting ready for a slam back to the mat. Kyler gets ready to slam him again. Xavier's really trying to break that lock. Kyler tough on top. The singles off, and we're out of bounds. Xavier not quite getting his escape, but getting closer. Kyler needing to still be very tough on top with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the third period. Score is still 5-0, Kyler up. Off the whistle, very tough stand up from Xavier, slam back to the mat by Kyler, and he's working for some points. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the third. Kyler is riding very hard on top. Xavier is doing his best to try and stand up. Kyler working very hard with the tight waist. Switches off to the half. He's got Xavier down, and we got a pin for Kyler Warren from the West Valley Eagles with 56 seconds left in the third period. Team score is now 45-15. Eagles are down. University Titans up, but still fighting. Next up, we have Andrew Schaefer from the University Titans and Tyson Ramsey for the West Valley Eagles. Right off the whistle, we have some very tough hand fighting. And a snap down from Andrew Schaefer. Andrew is a senior at University High School, and Tyson is a freshman. Andrew's got a leg in, and he's working for the power half. Tyson is fighting hard, getting to his base. Andrew breaking him down again. Tyson doing his best to stay on his stomach, not his back. Tyson building up his base, trying to work to that stand-up. Andrew very tough on top, working the leg ride. Tyson fighting on bottom, really doing his best. Andrew's got Tyson turned over on his back. Tyson is fighting to keep that one shoulder off the mat. Andrew is very obviously a tough wrestler, but Tyson is fighting hard. Andrew really trying to get Tyson's other shoulder on the mat. Tyson fighting hard, not letting it happen. We've got a pin for Andrew Schaefer, senior from the University Titans. Changing our team score to 51-15. Next up, at 160 pounds, we have Kyle Anstrom, senior from University, and Ethan Carroll, junior from West Valley. Right off the whistle, we have some tough hand fighting from both wrestlers. Kyle Anstrom with a 2 takedown for the University Titans and a tough half. Ethan is building his base, trying to get up to his feet. Kyle is working the power half, trying to turn Ethan over. Ethan trying to circle up and not letting himself be broken down. Kyle is really trying to work that cradle. He's got it locked in. Ethan's really gonna have to fight to stay out of this one and stay on his stomach. Kyle breaks the cradle and they're back on. Ethan is working to his base, trying to get up, and we're out of bounds. Score is 2-0, University Titans up with 43 seconds left in the first period. Team score is still 51-15. Right off the whistle, we have a tough stand-up from Ethan Carroll with a crash from Kyle. Ethan is really hand fighting on bottom, trying to get his one. Really working for a reversal or an escape. Ethan is almost out, just needs to break that lock on his head. We've got a 1 escape for Ethan Carroll of West Valley, leaving our score at 2-1, University Titans up. Out of bounds, moving back to the middle with a second left in the first period. Score is still 2-1, Titans up. Time. Going into the second period, red choice. Red chooses down. Tough stand up from Ethan Carroll. Tough crash from Kyle. Still working to get another 1. Score is 2-1. Ethan's looking to even that out. Kyle is really working Ethan. Ethan is working hard not to get his other shoulder on the mat. We've got a pin for Kyle Anstrom from University High School, leaving our team score at 57-15. Next up, at 170 pounds, we have Jake Spinks Vasquez from West Valley. Both wrestlers very tough, lots of motion off the whistle. Jake working for his ties. Two-point takedown for West Valley. Jake's got him on his back, looking for the pin. I don't know if the ref can't see. We've got a pin for West Valley. Jake Spinks Vasquez at 170 pounds with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the first period, leaving our team score at 57-21 Titans. That will be the end of the duel between West Valley and University High School. University with the win. Nice job, Eagles.
Hey, good job, ladies. That's awesome to hear you on there.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
Hey, thanks, girls, for doing the announcing tonight. You guys did a great job. You guys can listen to this on the West Valley Network on YouTube anytime you want. Pull it up, check it out. Have a great night, and watch for our next home event, basketball, next Friday.